we're already recording?
I was recording, yeah.
Alright, I just hit record on mine.
Hell yeah.
Alright, I just hit record on mine and I omitted the sneeze. Nice.
Only game. I did it again. It's because I'm in the server. Only Bane has that copy of the sneeze, and he can do with it as he pleases.
Yeah, that might be intro for bonus episode. That's some fetish stuff right there.
Yeah. We do a whole bonus episode.
You gotta start
charging. 2-second sneeze.
Yep. Oh, I think your fan's picking up now slightly.
Okay, hang on. Deal with that. Sorry, folks. This is the middle of fucking summer, and I don't have an air conditioner. I just have a fan to shoot air at my face. Hot air.
Yeah, it's 81 Fahrenheit, or what is it in...
it's like 31 something, I think.
Yeah, 31 in like European degrees. How you doing,
degrees.
Folks? Freedom degrees.
Freedom degrees are yours.
Yeah, the Fahrenheit for freedom. Yes. So yeah, welcome to the fourth episode of Loud Equals Funny. How's everyone doing today?
Bane cannot count past 3.
I'm much like Gabe Newell. I can't count up to 3, actually.
I would love to tell you how I'm doing today, but I've already said over 400 characters, and so you're not gonna.
You've been rate limited.
That sucks. So who wants to start the conversation on what happened the day after we posted the last podcast?
Yeah, our timing is wonderful. Every time we do an episode, it's like the day after something happens. That's why it worked out last time, because we got the Colleen Ballinger shit. If we recorded one day later, we would have fucking rate limit shit. Fuck. You should have waited one more day.
It's fine. At this rate, we get triple Assassin's Creed discussion.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Three fucking podcasts in a row.
We
three
realized
podcasts, but not 11. Well, not 11 in a row. It's gonna be 11 games in a row for that.
Oh boy.
Yeah, 3 podcasts in a row for whatever reason. We've brought up Assassin's Creed, and there's now another reason to bring it up. So that's cool.
They're remaking my favorite one in this 11 game lineup they're working on, but we're getting 2 VR games, which Nexus didn't look that bad, so maybe I'm excited. We've got about 7 single player games, and then 3 multiplayer
they announced
games.
40 fucking Marvel movies. And it's like half of them don't come out or get turned into a fucking TV show no one watches or whatever.
Well, I mean, at least for that it makes sense, where it's like, yeah, you've got to spin up production. But some of these, I'm almost certain, because this is Ubisoft, some of these are going to get canceled because they're just in like prototype stages. Like concept stages, but...
Oh yeah, nobody really even fucking cares about Assassin's Creed.
These fucking
care about the good ones.
Codename Jade, Codename Red, Codename Hexy, Codename Invictus, Codename Nebula, Codename Raid, Shadow Legends, Codename Echoes.
Without saying too much and possibly breaking a non-disclosure agreement, Ubisoft has a weird history of naming games early in production.
Yeah.
Can't say anything.
Ubisoft, they're... Oh, Bane, stop acting like you know anything.
No, I literally signed a non-disclosure agreement. I did some testing back in the day.
Oh,
damn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess that's fair. I do remember there was a time when we knew somebody who tricked you into thinking that they worked for 343.
Well, because he was very accurate on a few things. I was like, okay, that's proof enough for me when certain things came right. Just turns out he's pulling out his ass, and he is a brain level 343 writer.
You know, that's all they ever do.
That's not too impressive, though, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, I thought some of the decisions were stupid. I was like, okay, then they're real in 5.
Oh, God, 5.
Yeah, do you want to talk about Halo 5?
I just wanted to mention, speaking of Ubisoft, they're making Rayman's finally back, baby, in the tactical Mario Rabbit RPG.
Yeah.
Finally, what every Rayman fan wanted.
Hooray!
I mean, it's the best thing to come out of the Rabbids, which is the Mario and Rabbids series. It's the only thing that came out of him that's any good.
Yeah, but if this had happened like 3 years ago, we might have had Rayman and Smash.
Oh, I mean, that would have been wonderful. We could have replaced... You could have gotten rid of Minecraft, Steve.
Yeah, equal levels of popularity there.
Or
I mean, gameplay
the guy from
wise.
Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
Or the guy from Kingdom Hearts. Fuck the guy from Kingdom Hearts. Fuck Kingdom Hearts in general, honestly.
Fuck. So, you know what I love? Because I was like, I played 1 and 2, I'm just going to play 3. I had a Kingdom Hearts fan say, no, you got to play all these other games.
Oh, you have to play fucking 387 over 6 or fucking whatever. You have to play Dream Drop Distance.
I mean, to be fair, as like a
have to play
person, it's like, you have to... What is... MGS is like 3, Peace Walker, 5...
I mean, yeah, but you can also play them but you can also play those in release order and still be kind of like... You still get what you're getting out of them.
Yeah, like Metal Gear Solid 3 was intended to be a prequel, and not just like, this is now the new first game in the series. Like, it's like a Devil May Cry kind of deal.
Yeah, and honestly, until a certain point when they released the collections, you had to go to, like, absurd links, like, hey, you gotta go download a Japanese mobile game that explains, literally a linchpin of the plot for the series. It got a little absurd.
Even now on PC, you have a really weird port of Metal Gear Solid 1.
Oh yeah, for Metal Gear, yeah.
An almost broken port of Metal Gear Solid 2 that GOG had to go and fix. No Metal Gear Solid 3, no Metal Gear Solid 4. You can maybe emulate 3 if you want. Then we have Ground Zeroes and Phantom Pain. No Peace Walker. You have to fucking emulate that. You have to emulate fucking Portable Ops. I don't know if that's...
I mean, is
required.
this are they coming in the like legacy collection thing that's happening?
1, 2, and 3 are, and then
1, 2, 3, Metal Gear
like
1 and 2.
1.
Yes, and it has been leaked through like the website source code that the second collection is most likely going to be 4, Peace Walker, and 5. I'm not sure if they're including Ground Zeroes in that or not.
They better have the Game Boy Color game, god damn it.
Hell yeah. I only play real Metal Gear Solid games.
That game's actually really good. It's like my favorite of the 2D Metal Gears. It's pretty much the best one. I mean,
the first collection also includes VR missions, I think.
Oh, nice.
And because it's got 3's subsistence, it includes like 1 and 2, like the original, the MSX games.
Is it the version of 2 that has like the VR missions and everything too? I think so.
I think so. I'm not.
2 does have its own. 2 does have its own like missions. Yeah.
I mean, we'll just hope that Konami doesn't. I mean, again, if they're porting it to PC and Switch and everything, Konami might manage to, Silent Hill HD the situation.
Yeah, the big negative is the PC version apparently only supports control pad.
Yeah, looking at it now. I'll go over the full lineup actually because there's a couple we missed. Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake, Metal Gear Solid, VR missions and special missions included, Sons of Liberty HD Collection version, Snake Eater HD Collection version, the NES Famicom version of Metal Gear, and also Snake's Revenge.
Ugh.
Huh.
Yeah, that's weird.
I mean, I guess for like archival sake, it's nice that it's there.
Is it included in the 30 gigabyte extra fucking content thing?
Apparently it will be $60 from what I'm reading here because I'm looking at GameSpot.
What's the deal with Twin Snakes?
I don't think it's. I just think it's just going to be doomed to the GameCube.
From also what I'm seeing is they're mostly just doing the canon games because like I don't think Acid or Portable Ops is going to be in any of these. Which is a shame, because Acid deserves some fucking love, but
Twin Snakes is canon, man. It's just... People act like that game's too wacky, and it's like, bro, it's Metal Gear.
Yeah,
the next game has a vampire. Shut up.
Yeah, the first game in the series has a man piss himself. Say that this cyborg invisible ninja that he's looking at is just like from one of his Japanese animes. And then after the fight... in which this man's flipping around, and you have to fight him with your fists. He says, "Oh, you work alone. You're an otaku like me. Oh, my nickname stands for Otaku Convention." And then he goes on a fucking 10-minute talk about nuclear weapons and anime.
Yeah, how dare Snake jump over a missile or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, this series has been strange at least since Metal Gear Solid 1.
It's just been always for a while.
It's always been amazing to me how much shit people level toward Twin Snakes because of I guess they make the action more silly in the cutscenes, and then it's and then people get mad at me when I complain that MGS3 has the fucking guy who shoots bees at you, and it slightly fucks with the tone.
He is so fucking cool.
Yes, I'm just saying both can exist. God damn it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's honest to God, I don't understand people who flip out when a series can do because a series has shown it can do dark and serious and also goofy and fucking absurd.
Yeah, and never forget that every year that scene from MGS2 just gets more and more prescient.
Oh yeah,
and relevant.
Yeah.
Whole thing about context. There's always stuff in that scene where I'm I don't understand what they mean, and then a year or two passes, and I'm just watching something. No, I'm just watching something unrelated, and I'm yes, to create content. Oh, wait a fucking minute.
Man, they're also probably going to be doing a next-gen version of MGS5 for the second collection.
Oh, good. PS5, MGS5.
MGS5S5.
Hey, if they get Kojima back to complete that game, whatever, fine, that's cool.
If Konami seriously rolls up and says, "Look, we've got a check. We know you want to finish this. We want money. You want money. You want to finish it. Let's do this shit." They would do it.
I don't think he would.
They won't do it.
He's busy with fucking Death Stranding 2 or whatever.
I think
which is also
it's not
a mech
too much.
game.
It wouldn't be too much work. I mean, I think it's only 1 or 2 missions that weren't completed.
I think they had a few more chapters planned. They had chapter 3 planned, which was apparently chapter 3Ps.
Well, this is my thing. Is MGS5. Even if they had done, people always say oh, but it wasn't finished. They had the chapter with you had to go and fight fucking Liquid Snake with the Metal Gear or whatever, and it's
there was a 51.
That wouldn't have fucking fixed that game. That game had that game needed another fucking 20 hours of stuff and more story and a better story. So I don't know. It's you could maybe fix it, but
I like the story that's there. I just think that the second half of the game is just not there. Yeah.
I've come to appreciate it more. There's this guy on YouTube, Ask Your Uncle, who actually just before the podcast I was oh yeah, I should look that guy up because he's been doing this series that's a MGS5 retrospective. There's elements of it that I maybe didn't consider the first time, but a lot of it is it just comes across as a real villain of the week kind of thing. I mean, not really villain of the week, but oh, there's now a weird virus, I guess. Okay. And then it's just over, It doesn't really feel like a finale.
The virus is fucking language.
Yeah, words that kill and all that, and then it's just over.
Yeah.
It's got interesting ideas, and it's definitely more mechanically, it's my favorite game.
Oh yeah,
I've seen some insane shit happen in gameplay.
Oh yeah, that game's open world is almost it's almost perfect for that kind of game. It just has some issues that open world mechanics. There's a few maps actually, which is kind of interesting. I thought it was only going to take place on one map when they announced the game. But yeah, no, it's the Master Collection's $60. I've already basically pre-ordered it.
Yeah, I'll pre-order it when I have the fucking money to.
I do it on Amazon because I want the physical for this shit.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
well, I'm gonna get it on PC.
That's fair.
I don't play with keyboard and mouse because I'm weird.
Yeah, you're not playing Metal Gear Solid with a keyboard and mouse. That's weird.
Yeah,
it's designed for a controller.
I mean, I'll say this: it did.
You could
played
You
very
could
well.
probably play 5 pretty well with a keyboard and mouse.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
five was pretty solid with mouse and keyboard. Does the PC version 2 have mouse and keyboard support?
I don't know. I haven't actually played it past like testing one of the missions to see if I like installed the million patches correctly.
That's fair.
But once I finish up with one, I'll probably give VR missions a quick play, and then down the line I'll let you know how 2 is. It'll probably be like a couple weeks before the fucking Master Collection launches.
I feel that. I'm looking at the Silent Hill website. Sorry, Claw, real quick. I'm just gonna say this. They have a Silent Hill like map throw blanket, and it's actually tempting me. Like the old Silent Hill 1 map.
Yeah, you could probably have worse merch.
Oh yeah, that's the dorkiest thing I've seen. I want it. Sorry.
I was just gonna say it's
fucking birth date.
talking about Metal Gear. It's just funny how I don't know. It's probably been about 10 years since a lot of the discussion of MGS5 and all of the speculation and how that was like the biggest. That was one of those biggest games ever kind of games that everybody was talking about. And then it came out, and everybody continued talking about it for like a week, and then it stopped talking about it, basically.
Yeah, it did kind of die off. The only thing it kind of kept around was the people trying to defuse all the nukes.
Well, the never game over shit with the people
Yeah.
who thought there was extra content, extra story.
I wish I could
It
live
was
on
all-
that kind of copium.
Okay.
I was for a bit. I was like, "Oh man, no! This is all part of the ruse," And eventually, we had to, give
You're
up
gonna
on
have
that.
you're gonna have to send me a screenshot of that fucking blanket because I cannot get into the Silent Hill website.
Here,
It keeps asking me to enable cookies, and I have enabled the fucking cookies. Konami, make a functional website challenge 2023.
It's on their shop website.
That is so. Oh, the shop. Okay.
Yes. But it's
That
like
is-
it's
that is
Matheson,
really fun.
Finney. It's like all the way to Midwich.
Midwich.
Yeah. I'll send this to you, Claude. I just realized I didn't send it in the group chat.
Oh, I wonder if they have one for 2.
They
know.
don't. There's not much on here yet, but there's some neat shit.
They
funny
do have
they
the.
wouldn't
They
have
do have
stuff.
this.
It's funny they wouldn't have more stuff for 2, considering that's the one that's coming out.
Yeah. They do have the soundtrack for 2 on vinyl, which is
Oh, yeah.
really cool.
1, 2, 3, and 4 have all gotten the Mondo
Guys.
treatment. Which
Guys,
Also-
we're not sponsored by Konami.
yeah,
Everybody,
we're not.
Yeah, fuck.
Don't
Actually,
go
fuck
buy-
Konami.
don't go buy
Actu-
any of this stuff.
Yeah,
Konami, until they prove that they are actually doing shit right, because the Castlevania collections, those were like half steps.
Those have been pretty interesting. It's
Yeah,
nice
it's
that
cool.
they've done something.
It's
Did
cool
either
to
of
have
you
them.
play the Dead Cells Castlevania thing?
I haven't yet, but
No.
I'm gonna be buying it soon.
Hmm.
Like that's
And
been one of my next purchases because I've been playing too much fucking Dead by Daylight, so I haven't really had the chance to play Dead Cells lately.
Understandable. Bottom text.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, I do think that Konami has really got to prove themselves. There's only one Silent Hill game with a fucking announced release date, and it's just this year, and it's not really a game. It's kind of like a streaming thing.
Oh yeah, that fucking.
The one I'm cautiously optimistic for, because it really is just like kind of a Telltale game, but everybody plays it at the same time.
Ascension.
Yeah,
I
Ascension.
don't
Yeah.
Is this gonna be like a limited time experience and then it's over?
What they're gonna do is like there's gonna be a dedicated season, so like a certain branch, like there's gonna be like a main story branch that everyone will play, and that'll be a certain time. And then what will happen is they'll redo it, but lock those original choices that everyone made out. So you have to go through a different path, and it's just like a community thing that'll just keep redoing.
Huh.
Sounds like it's just like a movie with extra steps, but alright.
Kind of.
Twitch plays Silent Hill.
That's literally what they referenced. And they said, like, the guy said he had this idea for basically this when he saw that. Which
Apparently,
makes sense.
it's being partially developed by J.J. Abrams company.
Yep, bad
So
robot.
expect it to have a bunch of mystery boxes. Ooh.
It is absolutely surreal as somebody who used to really like Lost and Fringe and Alias. What wound up happening to the legacy of J.J. Abrams? The moment he started making movies, he just became the fucking butt of every joke in the world. It's amazing.
Maybe video games will bring him back. I'm hoping.
Honestly, I didn't give a shit about fucking Star Trek. I'm not a Star Trek guy.
Yeah.
But what he did to Star Wars with The Force Awakens and not Last Jedi. Last Jedi's the good one. What he did with Force Awakens and Rise of Skywalkers. Yeah, I know.
Well,
what he did with the 7 and 9 specifically just fucked the franchise over to an insane extent.
I don't know if that was on him as much as just Disney letting him do whatever.
Well, for 7 it was on him because he's always like touted the mystery box thing.
That's true.
And he said, I'm pretty sure he specifically said that the answer doesn't matter, the mystery matters. And that's
in a
that's
way
fine.
he's right. But
he's right, but you also have to have a you have to have a good answer for that.
Thing with like Lost was like I think he made like the pilot episode or something, and he didn't really know where anything was going, but he set up a bunch of stuff like, oh, there's a polar bear on this like tropical island, and there's a weird monster, and blah blah blah. And then they happened to get lucky and have like a crew of people who had some really good ideas and took that in an interesting direction. Yeah. And I guess with like Star Wars, that just didn't fucking happen. That didn't materialize.
Yeah. The biggest problem with Star Wars, though, is I'm going to be 100% honest here. It's a cool idea that was already explored in the 70s and 80s. And the problem is like that cool idea only goes so far.
Well, I mean, again, The Last Jedi was trying to do a thing where it's like, let's move past the Jedi and Sith, and
and then J.J. Abrams was like, excuse me? No.
Well, everybody hated that movie, and I have not seen that movie because I heard it was so bad, but I've seen so many videos about it that I'm like,
here's the problem.
I have seen it.
The Last Jedi is really just mediocre. It's not even like a bad film. It's just mediocre.
I would disagree. I would say that The Last Jedi is not only the best of the sequels, but also better than most of the prequels. And I know that's controversial, and I know a lot of
everybody.
Comments
below.
I'll make a Q&A. Is Kristen right about The Last Jedi? That'll get some engagement.
All right. Well, I will say that a lot of the arguments that people make about specifically Luke's character are not only just wrong, but they're like in bad faith, because everyone's like, oh, Luke wouldn't raise a lightsaber to his nephew. Yes, he fucking would. He absolutely would. This is the same man that in episode 6 absolutely wailed on his fucking father for merely suggesting that Leia be turned to the dark side.
Yeah.
He would absolutely at least consider killing his nephew because he saw with his fucking force powers that he has.
He saw a moment of weakness in
he saw that like
dark side.
He saw that Ben, his nephew, would be like the end of everything that he loved. And by the way, he was right. Yeah. He was absolutely right.
Well, okay, but here's
the reason he killed Han Solo.
Yeah.
Luke sacrificed himself to hold him off of the Resistance. Leia sacrificed herself to turn him back to the light. Luke was absolutely right.
Well, here's the question though: was Luke only right because it was a self-fulfilling prophecy? Because he did that.
That's just how the Force do. The Force just kind of works like that.
Fuck, I'm gonna grab a bottle of water. I'm coughing like a motherfucker. I can still.
All right, I'll keep on ranting. But he was absolutely right, and he didn't even go through with it. He activated his lightsaber and was like, "Wait, hold the fuck up! What am I doing? This is wrong." Immediately turned it off, but his nephew just woke up at the wrong moment, and then shit kind of spiraled.
Well, yeah, and I mean, Luke was always supposed to be, he's Anakin's son, and so
he's been whiny since his introduction.
He's got some rage and emotion, so it makes sense.
Never forget. I was going to Tashi Station to get some power converters. Oh, Biggs is right. I'm never going to get out of this.
I'm going to say it's disappointing everybody makes fun of how Palpatine came back, but that could have been really cool if they had done it well.
But they didn't do it well. They absolutely did not do it well.
Somehow he returned.
I will stand by that. The Rise of Skywalker is the worst film in the franchise.
Yeah,
this is a franchise that has the Ewok movies. This is a franchise that has Attack of the Clones.
I mean, I remember when I saw it, I wasn't like super negative on it because I guess I was expecting it to be like it would look embarrassing, like on the level of the prequels, but like no, in the future I realized that like no, they're gonna make those movies look really polished and good.
Oh yeah.
It's just that it's all the cerebral fucking writing and directing and stuff that is bad and makes no sense.
Yeah, I enjoyed Rise of Skywalker specifically because it was bad, and I just like took this kind of catharsis out of seeing something that I love burn to the ground. I went in knowing it was going to be bad.
I've seen it once. I was super fucking high, and then somebody gave me a fucking copy of it for Christmas on Blu-ray. I still haven't watched it yet.
Oh, now you know who to disown.
Yeah, I think it was a regift.
Was it? That's even funnier.
But hey, it's a 4K Blu-ray to put on my collection, so hey, that's something.
Yeah,
might as well.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen. I don't care that much about Star Wars, so I haven't seen most of them.
I feel that.
Started watching Mandalorian, but like, it was fine. Good. I understand that the one I should watch is the Andor show because nobody saw that coming.
I've only watched the first 4 episodes of it, the first arc, and already like people are saying that the first 4 episodes are the worst, and I already like it.
You're like, just waiting this is really good.
Yeah, I'm just waiting to watch it with my friends.
Yeah.
I might have to give it a shot. I've been watching Disney's new Secret Invasion series, which is obviously not like the Secret Invasion from the comics, but it's not bad, if that makes sense. It's okay.
Is this a Marvel thing?
Yeah, it's an MCU series.
I'm not interested. Hey.
I often care about Marvel stuff, but I remember just like a week or two ago, I saw some ad for this thing, and I was like, "This exists." Like I knew it was coming out, but it was coming out like a week from when I saw the first fucking trailer of it that I ever saw, and I'm like, "Wow, you'd think this would have more fanfare." It's got like Sam Jackson and everything. It's like a big important series apparently that spells big changes for Marvel, for MCU, but like I have not heard anything about it.
I just think superheroes are starting to die, thankfully.
Yeah,
a little bit.
The problem is like I don't necessarily think it's dying, but it's going to have to change, and if it doesn't change, it will die. Because
stuff like the Spider-Verse movie is still going to be popular because it's good.
Oh yeah, well, Spider-Man's the most popular superhero of all time.
Well, I just mean like Spider-Verse specifically is like a good version of that kind of thing.
But like you'll often see myself included, people say I'm not really big on comic book stuff, but I do like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like I find that an extremely common take that people have.
I'm cautiously optimistic about James Gunn's Superman film.
Oh, that's gonna be fucking garbage.
It's DC.
The casting looked pretty good. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I
don't want to say it's DC, so it'll be bad because the Batman movie was good, but that was also like a completely different tone.
Guys, it was bad because Commissioner Gordon was black. Y'all remember that?
That movie was pretty good, even though there were some black people in it.
Even though there was a woman.
There was a female in it for like 5 seconds. Yeah,
it didn't ruin the movie for me. I think
it was still pretty solid, although there was a female who was black.
Oh, yeah, she was of the black persuasion.
Yeah, we got to remember that one.
Who was it that did that?
Oh, I can't remember.
Wasn't it RK Outpost, the same guy who was like complaining? I don't know, one of those like everything is woke kind of people.
God, imagine that being your career. God,
man, nice. I saw this post earlier. Nice boobs. Too bad they're woke.
Those titties. a little too woke for me.
I sleep on those woke titties.
Woke titties? I sleep.
We were talking before about the potential of Star Wars, and I do kind of want to say,
Yeah.
even though there's been some good Star Wars recently, and there's been good Star Wars since the original trilogy, I genuinely think that the only like filmed Star Wars material that's been really actually great is the original trilogy. Like, as a whole, like, I like The Last Jedi, but it's part of the sequel trilogy, and it's absolutely dragged down by both of those movies.
The thing,
And
I'll
even
say
with
Rogue
like
One.
the prequels. Yeah, Rogue One's good.
Yeah,
But like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it like, well, it's also original, I should say.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't say that Rogue One is too original. I mean, it absolutely like takes a lot from Episode 4, but also Halo Reach.
That and like Vietnam kind of like war dramas.
I would say that genuinely,
Yeah.
it's for me like original and good is something that has only been like achieved by the original trilogy.
Yeah.
And Knights of the Old Republic 2 specifically.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
I mean, I think a lot of people would argue that Mandalorian would fit that. I guess, and I recognize that it's got good stuff, but I think I just don't care that much.
I'd say the first season. The second season, it's good, but it gets a little bit muddled in the canon. Whereas the first season, a lot of what made the first season great is because it wasn't really attached to anything. Like you had this little like Yoda guy, and like a couple mentions of fucking Life Day or whatever, but it wasn't like here's Ahsoka, here's a mention of Grand Admiral Thrawn. You guys know who he
Grand
is, right?
Admiral Thrawn.
I know who that is.
Yeah, well, that was because the first season was like not expected to do well, and then it did, and then it was like, well, now we have to slap every possible reference in here and milk it.
I would say that they did expect it to do well because like they had Baby Yoda merch out the fucking gate.
I mean, yeah, but I don't think they expected it to do as well as it did, because it did.
True.
Like everyone was fucking talking about Mandalorian. Like
it was good.
It was. And then the later seasons. The only thing I'm really excited for Star Wars wise is that Star Wars Outlaws game.
That seems alright, but but hold on, you can't be excited for that because it's woke. It has a female main character.
It does.
Is it Star Wars Outlaws, that like phone game that looks all
No, you're thinking of Star Wars Empires, I think is what is it called? Empire? It's something.
These names are terrible.
The problem is Star Wars has been in front of everything.
You know what's a great name? Star Wars Jedi Power Battles for the Dreamcast. I remember that name.
Oh, that was a good
Masters
game.
of Terras Kasai.
Hell yeah, brother. I played that.
It was.
It was awful. I own it.
Star Wars Bombad Racing. They used to have great names.
What do I have on hand? I only have good stuff. I have Empire at War.
Force Unleashed.
Wow, is that all I have? The only Star Wars stuff I have on my shelves besides the tabletop game stuff is Empire at War, Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2.
Oh yeah, brother.
The novelizations of the trilogies, the two.
I bought like a $100-something collection, I think, for I forget what it was. It was on sale.
Steam?
On Steam?
Yeah, the Christmas Steam sale.
Yeah, it was like
the giant one that's got like the RTS game and like all of the Jedi Outcast and all of that.
Star Wars Complete Collection, currently on sale for $77.
Yeah.
Although this is a reduced price because I have some of the games here.
I can
Battlefront
tell you
2,
what it probably is. 1 second.
Battlefront 2 Classic, Republic Commando, that one's a good one. Starfighter, Knights of the Republic 1 and 2. Dark Forces, Jedi Knight Dark Forces 2, Jedi Knight Mysteries of the Sith, Jedi Knight Jedi Outcast, Jedi Knight Jedi Academy, just all the Jedi Knight and Dark Forces games.
Yeah, I mean, most of the really good Star Wars stuff was like some form of PC game. I guess there was also like the Rogue Squadrons or whatever, but that's not really my thing. I know a lot of people like those. I always wanted to play the one where there's like I think it was Rogue Squadron 3 or whatever, where you also have like on foot sections. I don't know.
Would it happen to be Rogue Squadron 3D?
No, it was the one on the GameCube. I think it was like Rebel Strike or something.
All right.
I'm
just looking at this fucking list.
Okay, the price of it is $87.60 with if you own none of it. Yep.
Well, that's a ripoff. I own like 5 games.
Yeah, I own like 2, and it's like $82.
They're all worth $2 each.
Actually, that's true. Looking at the prices,
it's
most expensive. The most expensive thing here is Force Unleashed for $20.
Wow, yeah.
Force Unleashed just isn't on sale. Damn.
But Force Unleashed 2 is.
No, that's just because it's worse. That's just because it's a worse game.
That's fair. Yeah, look at reviews, mostly positive, and then you go to Force Unleashed 2, mixed.
Isn't it amazing that Force Unleashed is like one of the few things that continued being canon?
Yeah, I think it's not canon anymore.
Yeah.
Is it?
They basically threw out every book and every fucking TV show, and the only thing they kept was Starkiller Man.
Well, they also kept the Clone Wars.
They didn't keep Force Unleashed after the Disney buyout.
Yeah, that one was like
basically after the Disney buyout. It was literally just the 6 movies, Clone Wars movie, and then the Clone Wars CG show. Not even the good one that was made by Tartakovsky, I think.
I think that one is canon too.
No, I don't think it is. It used to be canon. In fact, they specifically wrote the Clone Wars around it so that it takes place during the gap in the middle.
Huh.
But now it's not canon. In fact, the Clone Wars canon, like the Clone Wars Season 7, like directly contradicts it.
I don't follow Star Wars anymore, man.
Don't. Fucking don't.
Yeah, dude, no, it's even better.
I've gone insane.
Hey, man, I feel you. I've threatened Silent Hill lore talk, or not Silent, fucking COD Zombies lore talk every episode.
Just you wait until I get a chance to talk about Elder Scrolls.
Okay, we need to record
or Doctor Who.
We need to record some of these soon. Like, take a day, build a flow chart for all of us.
I would love to do that.
That'd be pretty fun, yeah.
I'd have to prepare some things though, because if I talk about Doctor Who lore without like a guide for myself, it won't end.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think of something that I could go off about. I guess
Wheel of Time.
Just Wheel of Time.
Yeah, Wheel of Time.
I would be so down for a Wheel of Time episode.
The other thing would be like Yakuza, and both of you know enough about that.
Oh,
that's the thing. We could have a whole conversation about Yakuza, like all 3 of us.
I've been meaning to replay all of them again because
we could be like, "Hey, remember this? Oh, I remember that."
I re-downloaded 7 because I wanted to refinish it.
I finally. I only got like halfway through 7 for a long time, and then like a few months ago, I started, playing through it, and I got to like the last chapter, and for whatever fucking reason, I just dropped it and didn't continue. And I say for whatever reason, I think it's because there's a plot twist that actively ruined the story for me.
I will admit, I know what you're talking about, and I'm personally not a super fan, but also I was at that point still invested,
I guess, yeah, I might continue it. I don't know. It was also just the combat was getting a little repetitive too.
I'm trying to think of a game recently I bought, but I just stopped at the end.
Yakuza 8 is gonna have fucking Yongye playing Kiryu.
Oh yeah, that was something I wanted to talk about.
And Markiplier as Akiyama.
Wait, seriously?
Seriously?
I haven't heard about that. I should look into that.
What did I forget his fucking name?
Buchenbach, I think is his name.
Something like that, yeah.
It's something weird because, like, last names are always fucking weird for me. Where it's like that doesn't seem like a real last name until, I know the person. It's like how the fuck you come up with some names?
I don't think Markiplier has been cast because everything I'm seeing here is just like this meme of him photoshopped like onto Akiyama's body. Let me just.
Did we also get debated?
No, I think it was one of those Anime Expo things or whatever, where it's like, hey, meet the new voice of whatever I think that might have been what it was. I don't know. Maybe it was fake.
I remember seeing it. I think we talked about it, and I was like, oh shit, but I'm not. Fuck, I'm not entirely certain.
I guess he would have probably discussed it.
Yeah, that sucks because I think he actually might have been a good job. Might have done a good job. There was this at the panel where him and Kuroda and I think another voice for Kiryu were all like present. He did this read of I think a line from Gaiden where
Yeah.
it just sounds like him. It just sounds like Yang Ye like talking.
Yeah.
And I hate it so fucking much because it doesn't sound like Kiryu. It sounds like he's disappointed that his canvas bag from Fallout 76 wasn't made of canvas. You know?
Yeah,
I mean, yeah.
I can see that. I thought that he would probably have been okay as like a Yakuza 0 Kiryu, but as a
Maybe
56-year-old man,
yeah,
he
he
sounds
doesn't
too
sound
young.
he doesn't sound like he's pushing his middle ages. You know,
No.
he sounds like his actual age, which is like
it's-
29.
I think so,
American
yeah.
like English voice dub stuff. They seem to have it's the same issue that fucking Zelda has, the new Zeldas, where they have like the wise old Deku tree that sounds like me doing an old guy voice because I guess fucking the biggest gaming company in the world can't just hire like a 70-year-old voice actor. And meanwhile, Final Fantasy 16, I have to say one of the best things about FF16 is the fucking voice acting because it doesn't sound like anything you've ever heard in a Final Fantasy game. It sounds like The Witcher by way of Game of Thrones or whatever. And so even the most minor dialogue is like people really believable stuff of people with these like heavy British accents. They don't sound like anime characters or whatever. They sound like actual old people or whatever talking about chocobos and Geisal greens and all this stuff. And it's like
Amazing.
It actually lends a real level of like depth to like I want to listen to all the voice dialogue because it's interesting. Whereas like fucking Yakuza I really wanted the actor who plays Sojiro in Persona 5 to do Kiryu's voice because he has this I would say the same kind of tone, like a similar tone to Takaya Kuroda, and that's like an older actor, but he also played like the police commissioner or whatever in 7. So I guess they had their one actor above the age of 25.
The one allowed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like that's not to say that like the Kiryu in English has to always be like super gruff because like Kuroda wasn't like always rough and like hard and like gravelly sounding. Like when he's like chilling with Haruka in like Yakuza 4 or whatever, he's just like he
he's
has
like
emotion.
a soft lounge singer type dude. You know? He's got that very like soft kind of tone to him. So like there's a lot of range with his performance, and I don't know. I don't see Yang Ye really necessarily doing that. But his screaming was okay.
Yeah, the screaming was fine. It's just I think I guess it's not quite the time to pass like definitive judgment because the studio recordings are often very different than something that's just off the cuff.
Yeah.
And also like training and time.
Yeah, he could be good. It's just as things look right now.
I mean, I will say, I forget his Pro ZD was in.
Songwon.
Oh yeah, Pro ZD is a good voice actor.
He's great.
Lost Judgment as this weird jabroni with like fucking Wolverine knives on his hand, and
I've really got to play the Judgment games. Holy shit!
You fight him, and he becomes like a fan of Yagami or whatever. He became a really big a character I really liked in that game.
Nice.
And so like that YouTuber did a pretty good job, and I played that with the dub. And,
he was also in he was in the new God of War as a character I'm not going to name because some people might not be there. He was pretty good. I'll co-sign it.
Speaking of English dubs, I know Tristan, you can just mute for like a minute or whatever.
Okay.
Persona 3 Reload, they have
Yeah.
a new voice cast, and it's like most of them sound pretty much the same as the original cast, except for the guy playing Akihiko, who, I mean, because that's Liam O'Brien, who just
Yeah.
sounds the same in everything. Like
It sounds
the new,
totally different. It's like, wait,
the
what?
yeah, the new actor just sounds like a different guy who isn't Liam O'Brien, so it's a little, but he sounds a little more like testosterone filled for like a boxer tough guy character, so I guess it's more fitting. But yeah, people have been surprised by how well like all of the casting has been. Like the dude they got to replace Vic Mignogna is like pretty on point, and it's impressive. It's impressive, and the guy that's playing the main character is also God, I forget. He's in a bunch of other stuff. He's like apparently a Vinesauce fan. He was the main
Oh shit.
he was the main guy in
Nice.
fucking Astral Chain. He was the main like VA
Oh
in that.
wow.
A bunch of other recent stuff too. So it's a pretty cool voice cast, but it's also a little jarring to be completely different from like every other piece of Persona 3 media where it's been the same cast.
Oh, if you look into the gaming area, I posted the sprites that like people have been comparing between 3 and 3 Reload. They
Yeah,
look
people
really
don't
good.
like it.
I
People
think
don't like it.
I think they look good.
I mean, I think it looks fine. I mean, I don't know. I guess it looks a little less
I
like
mean,
Yukari's got a smaller nose, I guess. And like
well,
her
also
eyes
like
look a little less derpy.
Fuka got like the best glow up.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, like
No, they mostly look fine.
I think it looks solid. I'm excited for it. The only thing I'm really disappointed by is the lack of FES content.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't really care for a lot of that stuff, so I guess it's
I know, but
whatever.
it's
That's fair, but also I'm just really getting tired of like quote unquote definitive remasters of games that just kind of leave out content.
I think they're trying to
yeah.
rework it in some way because they've been kind of cagey about like Tristan, you don't know, but the extra content is focused on a character named Aegis, who they show briefly in the first trailer, but they haven't announced her voice actress, or I think they've announced it, but we haven't heard like her performance or anything yet. So they've been a little bit like dicey about showing Aegis, and so like things with her might be a little different. They might kind of factor in some of the answer stuff, rework it in a way that people might like more. So I don't know. That's fine. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe it's fine. It remains to be seen.
Yeah.
Here's hoping, though. I mean, we're getting a lot of we're getting good RPG wise lately. You know, between this Starfield, fucking Persona 5 Tactica, also.
Oh man, I want to talk to you about I want to talk about the stuff that I was talking to you earlier about
Oh, yeah.
Starfield and the modding potential, but we would go on about that for a long time.
I think we can all say that we're excited for Starfield.
Oh, absolutely. Like
I'm
I've
cautiously
seen,
excited.
You know
Yeah,
what? It's gonna be
course.
free plus on Game Pass. So yeah, what the hell? I guess I'm excited. Sure, fine.
Yeah.
but
Although actually, I
have-
can't fucking play it on my PC, so never mind. I don't give a shit.
yeah,
Well, I
I'm
might be
gonna- I'm gonna
upgrading
have
my
to
graphics
upgrade.
card since by then, so I can ship you. This will at least get you on low.
I guess.
I mean, it's
But,
it's a 2060.
Maybe
Super.
help.
I haven't seen anything. Well, I've
Yeah.
seen like small bits, but I haven't watched the presentation. I haven't really been looking into the news.
Yeah.
Even then, with just the stuff I've heard, I'm excited for it. If for no other reason than for the modding potential.
The presentation had me hyped for modding. Just, I mean,
I
it's
don't know.
it's already a single player game.
Yeah, I haven't seen the presentation, so I don't really know. I just don't. I mean,
I might watch it
I don't know.
later, actually.
Fallout has like the Fallout vibe and like the whole art style and everything, and Elder Scrolls has the Elder Scrolls lore. And
Yeah.
I think we talked about this on one of the other podcasts, but like this is them attempting to like I don't know, fully do something new. And I guess if there's some really gripping stuff in the story that keeps me interested, then maybe. But that's a big ask.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I will
mean,
say,
And it does not seem interesting at the outset. Like the Outer Worlds seemed interesting from like a trailer. What I've seen of Starfield seems really generic, but I haven't seen much.
yeah, that's fair. I was looking at a post earlier today on the R site that we don't talk about,
yes.
and I really agree with it. Someone was saying that they really hope that it doesn't go for like the goofy Guardians of the Galaxy type space adventures, and
Yeah.
instead it goes for something that's a little bit more like, oh, look at the majesty of the universe, and you get to explore it. Aren't you so lucky? It's so beautiful out there. And I
But-
really hope it goes for like that kind of vibe because No Man's Sky kind of has that, but like it's very hollow, you know?
The way I'll describe it, from at least from seeing that the direct, which I hope the game is very true to direct, because if it is, it's got me hyped. But there is a lot of like, you're going to be able to explore, you're going to meet people, actually do a lot of social shit, which you can't really do in No Man's Sky.
That's cool. I like that.
And you can also,
Yeah, I think
like,
having
you can
I think
take
having
over
actual
planet,
NPCs is
the
gonna help.
empty ones. Like, you can make bases on empty planets and resource
Yeah.
mine it and put people on those planets.
Honestly, it's kind of wild to me that the game that Bethesda has come out with that has the most multiplayer potential is
It's
single player.
Yeah.
And it came out immediately after their multiplayer flop.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's still amazing to me how much they fucked up Fallout 76 when Elder Scrolls
Oh, yeah.
Online is like more or less pretty much functional and fine.
Well,
Well-
that's different devs.
Well, actually,
And also a
yes.
different engine.
mostly this similar tech
A
behind
lot
it.
of online framework is probably-
fucked up the fucking lore in Elder Scrolls Online, and I'm mad about it.
I mean, I'm not gonna argue with you there. I'm just saying
Yeah.
that like a lot of the online framework wasn't like embarrassingly like
Yeah.
functionally fucking broken.
And the thing to be said about 76, because there will be somebody who will bitch if I don't say this. The thing to be said about 76 is it has improved. They've done.
That's not saying too much.
well, they've done a lot to like actually put in like narrative content that people will.
works now.
Yeah,
I know
people
there's
want.
NPCs.
Well, I've seen a recent review on it from Patrician TV. If y'all,
I've heard of them. Yeah.
if anyone who's watching or listening has watched the
I
videos,
know
but
them.
like
I haven't watched those.
they integrate it very strangely to
Yeah.
where there's like there are places that are supposed to be like abandoned, and it's like important for the atmosphere that they stay like abandoned. And then there's just this guy sitting on a bench in the front. He's just like, "Hey, how you doing? This place is
Yeah.
abandoned. That's pretty spooky, right?"
It is
Yeah.
Bethesda.
I mean,
Yeah.
the way you describe what you want from Starfield, it kind of reminds me. I was watching some of the I Hate Everything videos about Destiny,
Oh
and like Destiny also kind of promised this sort of like explore the mysteries of this strange concept art space, and then like it was very shallow and there was like nothing there. It's like if
Yeah.
Starfield looked like Destiny but had lore that was cool, I think that would be what I would be looking for. But I don't know. Something like that, you know. Destiny also sucks now too, so
Honestly, what I'm
Destiny's
looking
always
for-
sucked.
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
yeah. But what I'm really looking for is something with the gameplay of like a Fallout, but like the scope of No Man's Sky, but like the characters of like an Obsidian RPG. And I know we're not getting that, but getting something kind of close to that
Yeah.
would be cool.
We're getting at least this like interesting spacefaring shit, which
Yeah, at the very least, it's going to be heaven for modding.
you know what I want? This is gonna be controversial. I want Dragon Age 2 made by Obsidian. I want
Dragon
a
Age 2
game-
but good.
A game
Yeah.
set entirely in like one city, like Kamurocho, but it's like really detailed, and it's made by like the New Vegas devs, and instead of being a giant universe, it's just like a really detailed little city, couple blocks or whatever.
Yeah, I will say we're not getting enough small open world games. Like, it's Yakuza, and that's basically it.
I'm really happy,
Yeah.
by the way, that Tears of the Kingdom has like red pilled everybody on the concept of like reusing a map but changing things up, and it's like, oh, what happened in this town in the last 8 years? You know,
I still see people complaining about it. Like for in Neryl's most recent review on it, it was like the main thing he complained about. He's like, oh, the map's mostly the same. That sucks. But like,
rare narrow L.
yeah,
That is
exactly.
an utter L.
But like, they so much has changed.
There's so much more
Well,
space.
I guess it depends on like how much you've played of the other one. I haven't.
That is
played it
fair.
in a couple years.
I come from it from the perspective of someone who's played it for like 600 hours.
I feel that.
I watched Vinny's stream when it came out, and then like in 2020, I played a lot of Breath of the Wild, but I haven't touched it since then. So a lot of the map, it's like it was actually very fun. Like, oh, next I really have to go check out the Tingle Islands or whatever, and after that I gotta go. After that, I gotta go do this thing, and like you make this like checklist in your head. I like that.
And the beautiful thing about Breath of the Wild is nobody really experiences it the exact same way. Like, you can kind of just do whatever fuck you want. That's why people speed around the game in 15 goddamn minutes.
Yeah, like Point Crow just beat the game with his meat.
Yeah, it's like
no more explanation needed. Do not describe.
Okay,
what happens.
all right, word.
This is an anti-fact checking and anti-fact giving podcast. There you go.
Based
or anti-faxers for short.
I'm not saying that one, but yeah. Fuck. No, I just think that like, I mean the other open zone game, I guess we'll call it open zone because it's not like full open world, but
that's a pretty good descriptor for it.
I think I've talked about this game before on a podcast, but Dead Island 2, it's open zone instead of open world, and I'm fucking glad it was.
Nice. Although I don't know actually, because when I think open zone game, and I know this is a comical example to use, but I think of something like Stalker. Funny zone. But like there are these areas that are open, but it's not the whole like world that's open. Yeah. It's just these areas, and then they link to each other. Kind of like a bit like a Dark Souls, actually.
Kind of like a Monster Hunter map is how that sounds. Like
the
monster moved from Zone 1 to Zone 5 or whatever. I actually just installed the original official open zone game, Sonic Frontiers, on my PS5, and it's actually it is a lot better now. They have added a thing like jukebox mode where you hold, I think it's the right D-pad button, and you get to cycle through like you can repeat songs, so you can just have like Green Hill on repeat, or you can have like a shuffle of like Angel Island, whatever other Sonic song, and you go throughout the world and you find little music notes and unlock new songs. So it's actually a whole new thing to do in the game, which is pretty cool.
I honestly think more open world games should do that. Like they should give you like some way to control the music.
Yeah, if they don't have like a fucking MP3 player or something in like just have like Spotify on your phone in GTA 6. Can we talk about GTA 6 a little bit?
Sure.
Is there news?
Well, there's not news, but like I remember when we were playing it a couple months ago, we were talking about it a lot because the leaks happened, and it was like, I don't know. For one thing, GTA Online, if people aren't familiar, is a horrible pile of shit. It's just a horrible pile of shit that's held together with duct tape, and so there's a lot of cool ideas there. But like, we would continually be like, man, if this is not fucking in GTA 6 Online, I swear to God. If we still have to like line up and leave the party and then enter the party again to do a single activity.
GTA 6 Online is just going to be a single room that sometimes people come into.
Yeah. You're theoretically going to be able to like matchmake, possibly.
Hopefully.
I mean,
they need to do it like GTA Online, but not fucking Red Dead Online does it, where you can invite people into a posse, and then that posse can just go with you into anything else.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they probably would take some notes from that, but also Red Dead Online was a big failure, so I don't know.
Oh
They're
yeah,
probably
Yeah.
but
very
yeah,
careful with
Not tech wise. Not tech wise.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I
one
mean,
positive.
also, the big thing with that was people would shit on the prices of the guns and stuff and, like, how monetized it was. I
Yeah.
The only way I got into playing GTA Online was with other people to guide me through it, with Bane
Yeah.
and
Oh,
some
yeah.
other friends that we had guiding me through it. And like when I tried playing Red Dead Online, it was very like, what am I supposed to do? Oh, I have to pay money. Okay, all right.
Well, yeah. Honestly, we should do like a gameplay thing these days. Maybe like for the 10th podcast or something, we can just like
I've-
either GTA Online or something like
Yeah.
something else that we all have or can easily get.
I've thought about, because I've been watching people play it, the Outlast Trials and Starship Troopers. Those both look really good on Steam.
I have not heard of them.
I'd be willing to get them for probably a couple
Starship
people.
Troopers one is supposed to be pretty good, but I don't know how well it would.
I think
how
it's like
well it would run on my
20
PC.
players. Let me see the specs. I'll look at the specs.
Starship Troopers.
I wanted to
20
try
bucks.
doing a Fightcade stream with people because if you don't
Ooh,
know,
shit.
Fightcade is not just fighting games. I always thought it was, but it's actually just basically cross-play arcade game or like net play, any kind of arcade games, and
Yep.
also some console stuff.
Shit.
So you can just get into rooms with people and play like Pac-Man together or whatever the fuck.
That'd actually be kind of
All right,
fun.
I have the minimum requirements for Starship Troopers. I'm going to put them in the group chat.
Okay, let me take a look here.
Because reading them out loud would be a little
By the
bit
way, we're going to
dumb.
have to eventually get into the fucking Elon Musk stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's been an hour and we haven't even talked about the big thing.
The big thing
Well,
we announced at the
that's
start.
fine.
Yeah.
Well, we've been rate limited, so we can't talk about.
Yeah.
that.
We just unlimited ourselves finally.
No, you know what they need to do on Twitter? They
What's
need
the other
to implement one of
Outlast.
those mobile game things where it's like, you aren't allowed to read any more tweets for another 8 hours, but you can buy some gems and
Yeah,
keep going.
purchase gems to read more tweets.
Oh, that's awful. Let me see something here. I think, yeah, other games we could use for... real quick, I'm just busting a few other games. Like, we could do Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, I have Left 4 Dead too.
Yeah.
We could have our own mods.
Oh, nice.
And everything show up different on each other's screens.
Hell
Fuck
yeah.
I've got like a Barney mod, so one of you is going to be Barney.
Oh, hell
Nice.
yeah. For that.
But yeah, no, Twitter's whole issue, seemingly, at the very least, is the fact that they didn't pay their Google Cloud subscription.
Yeah.
Or at least they didn't pay it soon enough. So they had
I think they
access
refused
limited.
to pay.
Well, the new main CEO, because Elon is like a co-CEO now.
Yeah, he's in charge of the tech bit of the company, which is the part that he was really fucking up. So
Yeah, the part that's horrifyingly like
thank you,
just
Elon.
falling apart. Yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean, I saw some people theorizing, months and months ago that he was doing this. I think I was even suggesting personally that he was doing. Yeah, he wants to just destroy Twitter, and he's intentionally making all these dumb decisions. And then I was sure for a while that he wasn't, and he was just actually an idiot. But I don't know, man. This is pretty
Well,
fucking.
I
It
I
could be
actually
both.
have
it could be both.
I have a few anecdotes about this. So real quick, let me just fill people in
Oh yeah.
on what exactly happened. So if you're new around here, or if you have a social life, Elon Musk on July 1st, 2023. I'm reading the date. So on July 1st, a lot of people woke up to find out that they just couldn't read Twitter, and everyone was like, "What the fuck is going on?" This had gone on for like 5 hours at least.
Yeah.
Because that was when I woke up, and for 5 hours, Twitter was just gone. And I was like, the fuck happened? So at 1 p.m. Eastern Time that day, Elon Musk addresses it. And he says, quote, To address extreme levels of data scraping and system manipulation, we've applied the following temporary limits. Verified accounts are limited to reading 600 posts a day. Unverified accounts to 600 posts a day. New unverified accounts to 300 a day. He then increased this to, he increased it to 8,000 for verified, and then the ratio goes forth, and then to 10,000 for verified, and again the ratio goes forth. So
this is like the end of Twitter.
Yeah. Like people are jumping ship from Twitter to this new thing called Instagram Threads. And by the way, breaking news. Breaking news as of like a couple minutes before we started this podcast. Yes. Twitter is threatening to sue Instagram over the Threads app.
Oh, epic. I love that. Love that.
Oh, that's gonna be good.
Dear Mr. Zuckerberg, I write on behalf of X Corp. As successor in interest to Twitter Incorporated, parentheses Twitter, based on recent reports regarding your recently launched Threads app. Twitter has some serious concerns that Meta Platforms, parentheses Meta, has engaged in systematic, willful, and unlawful misappropriation of Twitter's trade sequence and other intellectual property. This is a screenshot from I'm presuming the email.
Oh God.
So this is breaking news. Happened just now.
And post that in the chat. I want to see this. This is hilarious.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Let me give you a link. Sorry, it's on Twitter.
You're good, brother.
I was just scrolling through and I saw this like while we were on the podcast, and I was like, I'm bringing that up.
Oh shit, yeah.
Like this was like a little bit before we started.
God, yeah. No, this is again. You know, it's not shocking that they're wanting to sue them, but God, I hate the fact this is making me like, oh fuck, I just dropped my phone. Well, yeah, this is making me actually like say, wow, Meta's doing something that it's way better than fucking Twitter.
Well, here's the thing. There are problems with it. First of all, the app sucks. Oh God,
rough.
It sucks.
The app's rough.
It is very clearly
early. I have not heard about this at all. Like, what is it different from Twitter at all, or is it a complete clone?
It's kind of a clone, but also kind of not.
It has some features that are unique and some features that don't carry over.
Yeah.
So it's kind of its own thing. It's like Hive and Mastodon, if you remember those.
I barely remember. I remember Mastodon was like the fucking lefty one, I think.
Yeah, it's
and
within
Hive
the
just kind of makes it. Also, Truth Social, I guess, because that's the righty one.
Yeah.
Well, there's also like Rumble and of course Gab.
Well, there's Gab, Post. Post is within the Fediverse. Gab isn't dead, but it's owned by like
Yeah, Gab still sends me emails because I made a joke account like 5 years ago.
Yeah, same. We made like a shit post around that time, and just I don't think anybody used that fucking site, and I still get emails from that weird schizophrenic. But yeah, which I'm not even like saying it as a shit post. I think the dude who owns Gab, Andrew Torba, is like some sort of weirdo, like Catholic schizophrenic.
The worst kind.
I mean, he owns Gab, so I'd be willing to put money on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a few. Yeah, none of those kinds of like political focused ones are ever really going to take off. I could see this maybe going somewhere. I mean, the app might be in its early days, but I looked up Threads and it's like, yeah, Threads becomes most rapidly downloaded app, raising Twitter's ire. So I guess of course, Twitter is just upset, like everybody has now jumped ship. And is like, oh, thank God there's something else like Twitter that isn't Twitter that we're free from Elon. And like, of course, they're kind of upset by that.
Elon Musk is mad about it. Breaking news, well, not news, but 20 minutes ago, Elon Musk tweeted in response to an article, Twitter threatened to sue Meta over systematic unlawful misappropriation of Twitter's trade sequence and IP, as well as scraping and Twitter's data, blah, 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 blah. And Elon Musk responds to this: competition is fine, cheating is not.
Ugh.
He's mad. Oh, he's mad.
Cope, seethe, sneed, what have you.
Mauled.
Well,
Yeah. Well, he was bald, but
he was, but we don't talk about that.
He got hair plugs or something. I don't know.
you know what that reminds me of? Do you want to talk about we were talking about Mr. Beast earlier. Do you want to talk about Mr. Beast's teeth?
Oh boy, Mr. fucking Teeth.
What is the fucking deal with that? He has 2 sets of teeth or something?
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I heard about this from Wubby.
I did
I'm
as
not
well.
sure if it
Didn't
was
Wubby
around
get in
before
trouble
him.
because of this?
Feel like
I'll
he
tell
might
the
have.
story.
Yeah.
I'll tell the
Okay.
story. All right. So he noticed that Mr. Beast's teeth started out. I think he had like recessed like. What's the thing between the incisors and the canine?
I know what you're talking about, but I can't think of a name.
Yeah, I think. Let me actually look.
The molar?
No, the molars are further back.
Yeah.
Mr. Beast's teeth.
I'm
What
waiting-
happened to his teeth?
I'm waiting for the comment. These guys don't know which teeth are which. Yeah, we don't. Whatever.
Let me look up a teeth
Doing
diagram.
this for engagement, goddammit.
Yeah.
We obviously
Yeah,
know
you should
which
tell.
tooth it
You
is.
should
You've
tell
written a
us.
comment already. You've posted it. You can't take it back.
I love how
Alright,
YouTube
so-
has become like a fucking kids show. Like, what is the name of the tooth? Say it to the screen. Sorry, guys.
Premolar.
So do I.
Okay, so it's a lateral incisor. His lateral incisors are a
yes.
little small. They're a little recessed. So, in his early, Wubby was noticing that in his early videos, he had those. Like, they were a little shorter than the other teeth. Not that big of a deal. Whatever. But then, a little bit later, he had perfect teeth. And then, if he ever opened his mouth wide, you could see, like, teeth behind his, like, perfect teeth. So, obviously, the theory is veneers. But then later, he just stopped wearing them. So now his teeth are just as they've always been. So
It's like
Wait, they're like
Yeah.
the small original teeth?
yeah,
Yeah.
they're his
Version
original
1
teeth.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Wubby was like, "How did his teeth change?" And he just wants to know. It's not a big deal. He's not making fun of Mr. Beast, but he just wants to know what's up. And then he went to comment. He went to comment on one of Mr. Beast's videos, and the comment mentioned the word teeth, and he learned that the word teeth is shadow banned in Mr. Beast's comments. So Mr. Beast is actively fucking repressing this shit.
yeah.
And it's just this insane thing because he could just say, "Yeah, I have veneers. I got rid of them."
Yeah, which like
That's all he could do.
That's all he needed to do. Just say, yeah, these were a little goofy.
He's literally just perpetuating this shit by ignoring it. It
That's
is
very strange, yes.
Yeah,
it's such a strange thing.
Well, that's not even the weirdest e-celeb teeth-related thing, because there was Gold with the teeth bleeding against the walls.
Yeah,
Yeah, which,
Asmongold just kind of opening his mouth and blood spurts over
He's like a
3
fucking
feet onto his
bat
forehead.
or something. What are these
he
people?
needs to go to the dentist. That's what he needs to
Yeah,
do.
Like
XQC. Okay, so I cleaned my desk
XQC's
today.
French.
Well, that's fair. I cleaned my desk today, so my room is looking a little nicer, but I do kind of somewhat fall into the, like, if you can see it in the camera, it's clean, and the rest of the room is a disaster. But
No, I get that.
XQC is like, there was a time when he showed the rest of his room, and I don't even think he had furniture. It was like a very strange fucking room. There was just
Damn, bitch, you live
garbage
like
in a
this?
corner. It was like that, yes.
That checks.
Yeah, I don't know. If you got a lot of fucking, money and status and whatever, you at least could hire somebody.
Yeah, just hire somebody to every week just
Yeah,
come
it's
in
like-
and clean the 17 McDonald's cups off of your desk. It's
Or
not
at very
that hard.
least
Piss jokes.
just put a dumpster under your window and just open
Yeah,
the fucking
put-
window, just
put
throw
a-
shit
put
out
a-
there.
Just put a trash can in your room.
Yeah,
It's
if
not that
you're at
hard.
that point of that being rich of a streamer, you can fucking
Like-
afford to do that, man. Come on.
Like I was a lazy ass stupid teenager. My old room was messy as hell. It got messy a couple times, but just
Oh, dude, I'm a slob, but I know how to throw
I'm in this
shit
new
away
room.
after a point.
Yeah, I'm in this new room and I just set up a trash bag. It's hanging from a drawer.
Yeah.
I don't even have a can. But even still, that has kept my room so fucking clean.
Just knowing that it's there is like
Yeah,
100
you just,
times
like-
better.
All I have to do to reach the trash can is, I'm rolling over here. Trash
Shit.
can.
I got a trash can. I can
rolling
literally
back.
just throw something to, and it just hits into it.
Exactly.
Get like a separate recycling bin as well, because Toronto's insane. But
Oh yeah.
That's why.
It's not that troubling.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
yeah,
just like
then 2 bags. Just one for
it
all
is.
your recycles, and
Yeah.
It's just easy to stay clean.
yeah, it's.
I mean, it's also
so
easy to
embarrassing, man.
let shit pile up. It's like it's a
That's
mental
fair.
thing, you know. It's
I
like
feel it.
It's
But also we don't have money to hire somebody to clean.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
we don't
like,
have that kind of money. These
If
people
we
do.
had XQC money,
XQC just got signed for a $70 million fucking partnership,
that's
non-exclusive.
non-exclusive. Yeah.
And $30 million in benefits.
It's like I could pay someone to perpetually suck my dick 24/7 with that kind of money.
Exactly. In fact,
Like-
some people will probably do it for
Free.
free.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
They don't even get paid for it.
It's like you can do so much with $70 million.
They'll even pay $10 to do it.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, $20 under a bridge. You can get your money's worth. There.
But yeah.
Yeah.
I was making a something awful joke, but all right.
Oh, hey, we were all 3 in different directions there. I love it. It's great.
Nice.
But yeah, no, it's like you have the money, you can hire like a cleaning person, not even a team, a person.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that room had hardwood floors, right?
Yeah,
Like, yeah, I understand shit if it's like carpet. Carpet's
a fucking nightmare. I will never.
Like, you drop anything remotely sticky on there, it's not coming up.
Yeah,
but like hardwood floors are so easy to clean. You just sweep.
You get a Swiffer wet jet. Those are like
Exactly.
$10 at a goddamn Walmart. Learn how to put the thing in there.
You have
it.
enough money. You have enough money. You can get yourself a nice Dyson for $50. You know.
Oh my! You could buy every Dyson ever invented with that fucking money.
And still have enough to live on for the rest of your life.
Exactly. At least a few more years.
Yeah,
no, I don't get it.
I don't know. I mean, it's a level of depression, but it is also like.
Well, yeah.
Eventually, like it becomes.
I do think some of that is just
give somebody $20 to clean.
Well,
yeah,
I mean that's like
right.
you're there 8 hours a day.
It becomes a bigger problem at a certain point to have like a bunch of trash around you than it would be to clean it. But it also feels insurmountable, I guess.
Yeah. Well, see, there's also like the one positive I can say is like, you know, these people are doing it for 8 hours a day. They're in front of a camera. I get it. But also, like, I look at Wubby and the fucking piece of watermelon under his desk, and I find that fucking hilarious.
Well, that's content.
Yeah, that's pure content. That's a camera he can always switch to.
And that's the thing. At the very least, he doesn't have, like... Well, I mean, we don't see, but he probably doesn't have, like, 16 McDonald's cups on his desk.
Well, it's like...
He doesn't have trash
the
piled up.
Desk butter. That's...
Well, true.
Yeah, that's actually worse.
I don't watch enough of this guy.
We gotta
this shit. He keeps butter on his desk for, emergencies.
Yeah,
I see.
As you do.
I'll be real. I don't understand using your desk as like storage because I keep my desk.
Well, if you're in front of it for like as long as the streamer is, I get it.
Well, yeah, but like
I think most of the day sometimes.
Have a drawer or something.
But also like mini fridge.
Yeah, that too. Like my friend has a mini fridge like right beside. My friend has a mini fridge right beside his desk, and he, I guarantee he's gotten his money out of it. Like,
that would be great. I'm looking that up right now.
Oh yeah, the 2 best purchases I ever made in my life were a mini fridge, and then I've got a convection air fryer.
Bro, this is
and
like
it's on top of it. I'll send you a photo later.
This is like under $100. What the fuck?
Yeah, they're worth it, man. They're worth it. Mini fridges. I might title this episode "Mini Fridge." Mini fridges.
You know what? I second this one.
Yeah, mini fridge. There we go.
I can get one of these for $50, and it features like, I mean, it's not big, but it'll.
Keep in mind those things are if you're paying like $50 for it, it's probably only going to be big enough to store like a 6-pack of Coke.
Yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
couple cans and maybe a few other things. And that's
But-
that's
But
fine.
honestly,
I got
though,
a
I
fridge
mean,
downstairs.
for that price,
Ah.
though, it's hard to beat.
The one that my friend got is just under 200.
Oh shit!
Actually, this is just comparable in size, but it's like very, very close to the size. I'll actually send you a link. It's Home Depot.
I'm gonna.
So, I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to fucking buy it.
I mean, I'm in
I'll find one
Canada.
that's like mine.
I'm
But,
looking
like-
at Amazon.
4.4 cubic feet.
Oh yeah, that's about the same size as mine.
And that's the
This is
thing.
riveting
You can
content,
get
by the
Yeah,
way.
this-
We're
this
you
looking
can
is-
get
at
mini fridges. Yeah, you can get mini fridges with
Not
freezers
sponsored
too.
by Big Mini Fridge.
Yeah, we're not
Yeah,
sponsored.
that's why we're not specifying any brands.
You know what? Big Mini Fridge might be the title.
There you go.
Yep.
You have to put a trademark in it. I'll send you the fucking.
Oh, I got the code. Alt 0153.
I didn't know that. That's
Yep.
cool.
Oh yeah. I've got so many of those alt codes saved from posting back in the day on fucking V.
I know how to Triforce.
Oh god, I haven't thought about that in years.
I can't Triforce on Discord.
I used to know all of the shit that was like how you could do green text in the middle of a sentence if you put in like empty spoiler tags or something.
Yeah, because it would
Bunch
consider
of
a
little
spoiler a
things.
new sentence.
Yeah, there
That's
were a
cool.
bunch of little things you could do like that, and I kind of don't remember most of them.
Yeah, dude, I've forgotten so many fucking things over the years. I wish I could remember.
Alt 255.
This is probably a sign of
Alt
somebody will
30,
chart back in 10 years my eventual like
30.
Alzheimer's from shit posting, but this is where you chart back to.
Yeah, I mean, it all has to begin somewhere.
Yeah.
What color mini fridge should I get? Pink, teal, or black?
Wait,
They're like a
I'll
retro
I'd say
60s
teal,
style.
honestly.
I was gonna say get like a cherry red, but teal sounds great.
I could get that, or there's like the Coca-Cola one with the polar bear on it, which I wouldn't mind.
So there's one. I'm gonna just tell the chat this one because again, like lots of it's riveting content, but I'm gonna say it anyways. There's this Frigidaire, 1.6 cubic feet mini fridge. It's cute as shit. I want it.
I mean,
it's useless for me though.
I'm buying. Well, if I get one, it would be. This is
It's
bizarre.
actually tiny.
It is,
Retro
but it's
mini
cute.
portable fridge, 4-liter compact refrigerator for skincare, beauty serum, face mask, personal cooler.
Huh.
Includes car adapter. Blah blah blah. That just seems like a weird.
Beauty
Like,
serum.
I guess if I'm not gonna put in beauty cum, then I'm not able to fucking use this thing. All right.
Yeah, it's like, well,
never
then
mind.
what's the point?
Uh,
Yeah, man, I'm looking
That's
at
all right. That's all right. I'll send you a vial.
I'm looking at full size refrigerators. These things are like fucking almost $2,000 for some of these good ones.
Oh yeah.
And then they got ones with fucking like a smart television iPad thing in them. Which admittedly I want just to watch YouTube on.
Honestly, if I get one of those, I'm playing Doom on it.
Oh
Can't
god,
stop
yeah.
me.
Oh, dude, that's the point of buying anything like that.
I mean, isn't it just like an Android thing?
Yeah, it's just like an Android tablet, just kind of
In that case, I'll play Morrowind on it.
Hey. Oh, but have you seen people are emulating? Like, I saw a video. I think I may have posted this or sent it to one of you guys. There's a video of somebody emulating Grand Theft Auto 4 on PC on a modern Android phone, and it just looks
Holy
like
shit.
It looks like shit, but it's impressive.
Oh, I bet.
They're like doing a virtual PC thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And the
That
thing
sounds-
is, like,
sounds great.
it looks like I don't know how to describe it other than like Saints Row if it was put on a PlayStation 1.
Oh,
It looks rough. Yeah. But it's impressive. I was like, oh shit, okay. I didn't know you could just fucking do this. Ah, man. I think... Oh, yeah. One more thing about the Twitter thing, because Elon is...
Oh, I have a couple more anecdotes about that.
Oh, shit, okay.
Oh, go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
was gonna say, I think Elon is just spiraling, and he's just loving the attention he gets from...
Yeah.
Honestly, the new... I don't know how to describe it other than the new conservative movement.
Oh, I think he also gets off on not gets off, but he also like
Maybe gets off.
enjoys the negative attention as well.
Yeah, it's like he likes the fact that there are people creating competitors because they sense weakness.
Are people still like all gung ho about like free speech on Twitter? Because isn't he like banning people that disagree with him? So
He's
Yep.
even banning people who use the term cis because apparently it is a slur on Twitter now.
Yeah, apparently it's a slur and not just a fucking descriptor,
well,
a Latin prefix.
I don't really think that. Well, it's not a Latin prefix, is it? I mean,
Yeah, it
it's
is.
like
It is.
Yeah,
comfortable in skin.
Well, no.
Like
Because it means
like
something
if
else.
you go into history,
Uh,
you'll see like with the Roman conquest and everything, Cisalpine Gaul and Transalpine Gaul. Cis is on the same side of, and Trans is on the other side of.
Oh,
Yeah.
what a coincidental pair of names there.
Oh, you would not
Well,
believe how much Latin goes into your like
yeah.
daily language.
No, but yeah, like I don't necessarily think that is like I don't know. I again for classic 4chan die cis scum, die busta scum with
Oh,
a
yeah.
baseball bat or whatever. But
Yeah, well-
that being said, banning people for I don't know. That seems like
It's like
if your whole thing is about free speech and you're
Yeah.
generally the people that complain about like people who are being offended by everything. I guess I wouldn't expect somebody like people like that to really think too critically about the hypocrisy because I
Yeah.
mean they've also historically been offended by everything with like it's offensive Led Zeppelin promotes Satan or
Yeah.
fucking whatever.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, hey, man.
This demonism.
GTA
Grand
is
Theft Auto-
gonna corrupt your kids.
yeah, Grand Theft Auto caused, or no, sorry, was it
Fucking-
Counter-Strike caused VTech? Yeah, I remember that era. It's back again.
Caused Columbine, yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all remember that? It was I think a Glenn Beck, like news thing where he says, "It takes our military millions of dollars to train our soldiers to kill. Nowadays, $60 gets your kids the same thing. Whatever happened to Pong?"
You know what it sounds like to me is it sounds like our military is horribly inefficient.
Oh yeah,
That's what it sounds like.
kind of based. All right,
Yeah.
so I do have a source for him probably liking the negative information because in the limiting tweets tweet that he put out
Oh,
in the
yeah.
response to that he says, in yet another exercise in irony, this post has achieved a record view count, which is about 500 million. 500 million people viewed it, and I'll tell you exactly why. Because people couldn't like refresh their timelines or anything. But on the mobile app specifically, people could still go to somebody's account and look at their tweets. So everyone was wondering, what the fuck's going on with Twitter? Let's go see what that new fucking CEO is saying. And now, and then here he is saying, oh, well, we're going to limit your tweets that you read daily. And then, like, there are like 500,000 quote retweets.
Oh yeah.
Which is that's the way that people ratio on Twitter, since there's no dislike option.
Right.
It's either get more likes than the person that you're replying to, or quote retweet.
Yeah.
Then a shit ton of people like quote retweet it with something negative.
Twitter is in such a fucking embarrassing state right now.
Oh yeah,
It's a
and
mess.
I think one of the funniest coincidences, well, not coincidences, one of the funniest little nuggets of information that isn't very well known. Do either of you remember that episode of Doctor Who where they're in the library and the shadows are eating them?
I
Yeah.
do, yeah.
I haven't watched it in a while though.
Do y'all remember that idiot character, the one that's like stupid and everyone like ignores her, and the only people who are nice to her are the main cast, and then she's the first one who dies?
Yeah.
She, that same year, met Elon Musk
Oh god.
and got engaged to him 10 days later.
Wow.
I don't know how long their marriage lasted, but they divorced eventually. But
Huh.
I'm not sure what the source is for this, but she allegedly told Elon to, when he was like, kind of toying with buying Twitter, just like, hey, maybe I could buy Twitter. when he did that, she allegedly said to him, "Yeah, you should buy it and then destroy it to end wokeness."
Oh,
So
Here's the thing: if this is
Wild.
like a sneaky devil
it's just
play for her to kill Twitter
it's
as a joke, hilarious.
it's just become this funny, like, this meme in the Doctor Who community on YouTube that Miss Evangelista, that character from the episode, killed Twitter.
I mean,
And it's really funny. It's really funny because in the fucking story, she's an incompetent nepo baby.
Huh.
it's funny.
That
No.
she literally only got on the assignment because she knew somebody.
That reminds me of the thing. I think I mentioned it in the Gamergate episode, but the thing where people were theorizing that Moot sold 4chan so that, like, because he was dating some woman who was working at Gawker, and like it happened all around the time that like Gamergate was happening, and so people were like, "Oh, they're spinning and Moot's involved, and they're gonna spin a story, and he's blah blah blah," and they had all of this stuff. Of course, the woman was Jewish, also.
Yeah.
So that was
irrelevant.
No, I mean
usually irrelevant, but not that time on 4chan.
In that instance on 4chan, that's a reason why they were like, oh, this has to be like related in some way, and she. I don't know how much came out of that, but I don't know. Again, that's sort of like, no, it's a secret thing. When was this again? The woman that said to destroy Twitter. Like, when did that happen?
It was when he was toying around with buying Twitter.
When was that?
Like, it was before he bought it, but after he said that he wanted to buy it. So let me see if I can find her. Actually, maybe
I don't know. I don't know who this woman like is. Has she been in anything else?
Let me show you.
She's probably been in like indie.
So the actress in question is Tallulah Riley.
That sounds familiar.
That name does ring a bell.
Tallulah Riley.
No, why not get a
picture.
bag of M&Ms along with my mini fridge and air conditioner? Sure.
You just buying a mini fridge on the podcast. Hell yeah.
We're calling it a mini fridge. What is it? Big mini fridge? There you go.
Big mini fridge trademark. All right, so that I posted it in the group chat. A picture of her with Elon Musk.
Huh. Let me see here.
But let me see if I can find.
I think I found the tweet.
Did you? Nice.
I found a Business Insider post. Let me.
Yeah, I'm looking at. I don't know why I'm looking at image. Oh, because I looked.
This doesn't have the image so far.
All right, so Business Insider.
Please.
Elon Musk's ex-wife is reportedly the mysterious phone contact TJ who texted him about fighting wokeism at Twitter, called the banning of conservative satire site crazy.
Huh. I mean, okay.
Huh.
Well, best of luck to. I mean,
yeah, and her middle name is J, so that's where T and J comes from. Tallulah J.
It seems like, I mean, again, he seemed like he was fucking tanking it on purpose, but then, I mean, I don't know, he seemed very, I mean, he's just seems like an idiot in general. I mean, I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I used to have some level of respect for the guy, because it's like, oh, self-made millionaire or whatever.
Yeah, I think,
but
self-made.
Well, yeah, I know, but he's like, I don't know, he was a little bit more respectable until people realized what an idiot he is.
Yeah.
Really, just
I
around
think
when he bought Twitter, it all just kind of went downhill.
Well, I think it was a little bit before that, but generally, sorry, I lost my train of thought. I just saw 10 years in the joint made you a fucking pussy meme, and just all of the intelligence ran out of my brain.
Good job.
What was I saying? All right, so there. I did really just forget the point that I was going to
make. You're good. I was reading this.
Thank you, Nishiki.
A white woman named Talila complaining about anything is interesting.
Yeah.
Hey there, Talila.
Hey there, Talila.
But definitely people were like down on Elon beforehand, and I think the main things that really like kicked that into gear was him just kind of fumbling that hyperrail thing that he was working on.
Oh
that was
yeah.
stupid.
Yeah, that whole idea in general was just like, what the fuck? Why not? Why don't you just use a subway?
Well, because the subway would be mass transit, and he wouldn't get money out of mass transit. Now would he?
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
also trying to do this thing, and I remember the entire plan of it was really fucking stupid. Like the point of the line that he was making from point A to point B, it was like some loop or something, and it was like not really necessary, but
Oh,
also the
it was
fucking
called the Hyperloop. I remember.
yeah. And it had this vehicle that, like, instead of having a train car or something, it had like 5 seats on it or some shit. So it was really inefficient, and yeah, it wouldn't have done anything to help anything. It just would have been a giant waste of money.
Yeah, people. I don't know what it is with people and just really wanting to make the least efficient ways of travel possible. Because, like, I mean, sure, you have a bike. That's one person. You can ride a bike. That's whatever. But then you have people like, oh, hey, check out this sports car. It only seats 2 people. Yeah. And then
Yeah.
everyone's down on fucking buses because, oh, I have to sit with the poors.
I mean,
Even
I
though it's
got
like,
really
Yeah.
into like city development stuff and why there's not enough fucking sidewalks and why all of the streets in America are just like
They're
highways
awful.
with car
lobbying.
dealerships and fucking yeah, it's car companies that basically just
Yeah.
ruined America and Canada and turned a lot of good viable land that could have been like important towns, real downtowns with like walkable sections, and and instead it's just like a fucking suburban nightmare, like hellscape,
Yeah, it's
where you need to have a car. It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
I
But
mean,
now I
I
sound
love
like that
having
guy
a
we had
car,
to
but
ban from the server. I sound like right now.
you
So
you're
Oh
good.
yeah.
Should,
I
should
mean,
we
hey,
should we
here's the
talk
thing.
about that a little bit?
Was right generally, but also he was really fucking annoying.
Yeah, he was
So
a fucking weirdo
yeah.
about it. And not a
there
fun
was a guy
weirdo, like a
on
bad
our
weirdo.
there was a guy on our server who was like there for a while, but he eventually got to a point where he
Should
just
I
was
beep the
very.
name?
I
If you want
guess
to,
Okay,
it's
I'm
up to
gonna,
you.
I'm gonna go back and remove
He's
the name.
he might be
probably
listening right now.
That's why I'm removing the name.
very interesting individual. He had a lot of. I mean, he wasn't always right. He did think that people who drove cars were to blame when it's like, how are you supposed to live
Yeah.
without a car in a lot of
It's like
locations?
Yeah.
it's like commenting on the healthcare system in America and then blaming people who pay for insurance.
Yeah, it's like
What the fuck else are
you're
we supposed to
missing the
do?
mark on that one. you know, like the mark really should be is like, yeah, there's a lot that I saw that recently about people criticizing like, oh, you criticize capitalism, but it's like, no, you can criticize anything.
Yeah.
Just because you deal with it doesn't mean you can't fucking criticize it. It's so stupid.
You criticize capitalism, yet you participate in it. I am very intelligent.
Yeah, it's
Indeed,
Like that fucking
Batman.
comment.
such a stupid fucking take.
I mean, there's not a lot better than capitalism that we
Yeah,
have so far, but it's also like
it's one of
if
those
you live
we're
with
damned
it.
with it.
I have a problem where I see people like
Holy
grass
shit,
is
is this
greener
real?
with communism or socialism,
Yeah, it's
but it's
like,
like
Oh,
if you want to complain about the system you actually live in, I guess that's fair.
oh yeah.
And certainly
Yeah.
capitalism has led to a lot of fucking problems.
Definitely.
Wow.
In our limited like terminally online lives, like capitalism leads to fucking just games being ruined and movies being ruined and all of this. So it's like it's fair. It's
Yeah.
fair to
It's
drop
like
some fucking.
long term, you're for profit for some company. It's like, yeah, you get to complain a little bit. You can complain a little bit.
Sonic 06 was a profit for Sega, and it ruined the
That's
company. I hope it
that's
was
terrifying.
I hope it was fucking worth it. I hope it was really worth it.
You just outside their fucking
All right,
headquarters.
so
Was it worth it? Breaking everyone's-
going back to Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Go for it.
He is a bit upset on Twitter right now.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh, has
His
he got
most
a
recent
thread?
reply, not a thread, but he's like replying to people.
Ooh.
Some Elon simp called Doge Designer.
God,
You can
that's
blur
sad.
that. You can bleep. Yeah, you can bleep that name if you want.
No, I'm not
He
believing
is
that one. Fuck them.
he is going hard in the paint with the dick writing on this shit. And he says Meta's new app logo looks like a tapeworm, and it's just a dumb little meme where the Twitter bird is eating the Threads logo. Don't get me wrong,
That'll
it's
do
a
it.
shitty logo.
Oh yeah.
It's a shitty logo. But then Elon Musk is out here like metaphorically too.
God, how embarrassing.
And there's this one, I can't find it, and I don't really feel like scrolling through all of Elon's shitty replies for this, but he says it is infinitely preferable to be attacked by strangers on Twitter than to indulge in the false happiness of hide the pain Instagram.
Well, thankfully it's not Instagram. It's Threads,
Well,
an Instagram app.
Well, yeah, it's a sub thing, but like the person who posted this screen cap really says it the best. New Twitter slogan: "Life is pain, so why not be harassed by incels?"
Jeez.
Huh. I mean, I don't know. I don't use Instagram because Instagram is not the type of people that I care to be around.
Yeah,
So,
Instagram.
I know people who have Instagram, so I'm sure it's fine. There's probably fine people on there, but it's not.
I have 0 followers, and I am following 0 accounts on Instagram. I do not use that shit.
I use it, but not often enough to justify. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I am interested in the thread thing, though. I would be interested to see, because everybody talks about how miserable Twitter is and how horrible it is. Like I stopped using Twitter pretty much except for everything but occasionally yelling at YouTube, at the YouTube support account or whatever. I have stopped using Twitter, and so and I've stopped using it because it's a miserable nightmare to use Twitter, and it makes me feel bad. I have to talk to people who are so dumb that it makes me feel bad about mankind, and that's I don't need to do that every day. That's my job. Basically, is feeling bad about mankind.
It's kind of like our site that we don't mention kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where you really, really have to curate your own experience to have a good time.
Yeah. You really do.
I mean, and that's true, but even then, you're going to encounter a lot of stupidity, and you're going to encounter a lot of just if you go outside of that bubble ever, it's horrible. So, and even within that bubble, you're going to get a lot of stupid fucking reply guys and all of the terrible tropes of Twitter. And I just wonder how much different that might be on Threads, if they might have a different sort of algorithm that will I don't know, prioritize different things. Maybe certain shit posting methods will not be as popular or something. I don't know. It's interesting to see. It's always nice to see competition.
Yeah, and finally it's one that's more viable, because
nobody's gonna fucking use Hive.
Nobody wants to use a lot of these alt platforms because they die
There's
super
no
fucking
audience.
fast. Also, they die fast. I mean, I remember Stream Me. That was around for a year and a half, maybe
even,
2.
Never forget Mixer. Rest in peace.
Well, Mixer, even Mixer is a popular thing.
Yeah,
it's
it fucking died.
It was
it had Microsoft money behind it.
Microsoft was behind it. Ninja was on there. It had everything going for it, and it still jumped out that window and broke its neck. And
I want new platforms. I do. I want good new platforms.
Yeah.
But it's not going to happen when it's just some rando making a new platform.
When it's a whole bunch of people who don't Twitter didn't necessarily have a vision, but it had more of a vision than current Twitter. It kind of knew where it wanted to go.
All of these apps took fucking 15, 20 years to get off the ground. So, people come along just no, guys, come on, migrate over. And I mean, Threads might have a chance because, again, Facebook kind of.
Well, well, you're also leveraging Instagram's audience, which is undeniably massive.
Yeah, and honestly, I think the biggest thing that kept me from Instagram is I just don't like posting photos unless it's like a meme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other big thing for threads, I can speak English, that I don't like about it, and I hope they change. Currently, the way the feed works is, after a little bit of your own like followers posts, if you refresh, you'll see them for a tiny bit, but eventually it will just go to whatever's the most popular tweets, and it's
Yeah.
fucking annoying.
Mm.
To be fair, Twitter does this too with the For You page.
Well, yeah, but they also have the following thing, which it does feel like if Facebook was trying to give this out, they would probably focus more on following instead of trying to make it like Instagram.
I mean, one of the worst things is like on YouTube where you look something up and then it gives you like 5 results. And then it just gives you like a bunch of shit that's not what you looked for. As if you'll like get distracted and just like, ooh, piece of candy, and fucking like look at something else, I guess.
Yeah, it's like I look at the first 5 posts and then it's like, for you, and it's like a video I've already fucking watched. Okay.
Yeah. And it's not related at all, and you just have to scroll past it, and that's kind of what that sounds like.
So, speaking of the Twitter For You page,
yes,
I went on there just to like come up with an example. I got the worst fucking example.
Oh yeah.
This is what I get for following so many Doctor Who accounts.
Oh no, another guy murdered his girlfriend?
Oh no, it's not that bad. But here we go. I think this is on eBay for £80. Doctor Who, like dog. Funny.
Oh.
Stillborn puppy taxidermy dog in Doctor Who phone box.
What?
What? Excuse me?
Stillborn puppy taxidermy dog in Doctor Who phone box.
That unnerves me. That phrasing of words unnerves
for
me.
For £80, you can have a stillborn puppy dressed in a fucking scarf inside a toy TARDIS.
Huh.
Isn't it everything you ever wanted?
Why would I want somebody else's stillborn puppy? I mean, I could see somebody doing that. I mean, it would still be weird if they did that for their own puppy. But, like, what the fuck? Why would I want somebody, like... Okay.
I don't know.
Very strange. I'm sure Stephen McCullough would have bought that, though.
Oh, he totally would have bought that.
What is it? His trial's in like a week, right? His next delay is in like a week.
Probably. Jesus fucking
Probably,
Christ.
honestly.
Let's take a look at our favorite little murderer.
Who? What the fuck? Why would I buy this? Low in stock, only one left. Don't make me kill another.
I'll have to restock.
You'll have to purchase it now.
All right. So the most recent update is. Can I not search by date? Oh, here we go. Sorted by date. Oh, 4 days ago. Let's see what this is. From Gear Rice. What? He did a fake direct on YouTube to have an alibi. The police now accuse him of having killed a woman. This is just this is just a recap. Okay, never mind.
Yeah,
all
the
right,
new
so
thing is like mid-July, right?
Yeah, let me get the exact date. I think it's the 14th.
Reminder that fucking Chris Chan is free, and they seem to have just not decided to do the thing where he was. Is he still? Maybe he still is gonna be in jail, or like gonna, be on trial rather.
I'll just read this entire thing because it's like 2 paragraphs. A police file in relation to the death of Natalie McNally is expected to be handled to the Public Prosecution Service by the end of the summer, a court has heard. Stephen McCullough, 33, of Woodland Gardens in Lisburn, haha, get fucking doxed, loser, is charged with the murder of Natalie McNally on December 18th, 2022. He appeared in Craigavon Courthouse, fucking Ireland, man, on Friday via video link from Maghaberry Prison.
They got to be making up jokes with these fucking names.
The whole rest is just in Welsh. That'll be great.
Yeah, Miss McNally van den Judge, 32 of age, Glengo Walgage Glenda, Miss McNally was 32 years of age, 15 weeks pregnant when she was killed at her home in Lurgan. The court was previously told it was a sophisticated, calculated, and cool-headed plot. That's a quote. On Friday, a public prosecutor said the matter was previously outlined. Said the matter is as previously outlined. Fuck. The file is expected to be held with the PPS, Public Prosecution Service, by the end of the summer. McCullough's legal representative, Keith Farrell, said he had no objection. Case is adjourned until July 14th, so that's just about a week.
I mean, he's gonna get another delay probably, but I'm super interested.
Yeah. Honestly, like, it's wild that this happened.
Yeah.
Like, just the amount of coincidences that line up for us to actively be following a murder case of a toy YouTuber.
Yeah,
because
the fact that this wasn't like some ATV reviewer or some shit, it was something that's like Doctor Who related that you watched.
Yeah, the man reviewed Sonic Screwdrivers. I liked that. And then I started watching him, and then he just allegedly murdered a woman, and now we're following that because I'm friends with a YouTuber who covers just weirdos online.
Yeah.
The insane amount of coincidences.
I mean, was it inevitable online? Because he was a not Star Trek YouTuber? God damn it, I'm high. Ignore me. Continue, Claw. Sorry, I failed something.
He did have the consume cave, where he really did. Had it filled with like.
Oh, I wonder what's going to happen with all of this.
I don't know.
Are you trying to buy his consume cave?
Well, no.
There are a couple of things in there I would maybe not buy, but
I'd break into his house a little bit.
I'd walk in. I'd be invited, and then he would offer them to me from his cell.
Yeah, I was gonna say, there's, somebody left a comment earlier in the day of recording this, earlier today. Apparently, Dogs Eating Dogs 6 has a new video. Another person, look at that. Tristan is responsible for. I think it's on like his side channel or something, which I didn't even know existed. But apparently, it's about how Thomas the Tank Engine is bad or something. And he's apparently pretty mad in that. So.
Oh God, fucking loud. His shit's so loud. All right, channels. I don't know what his alt account is.
I think it's isn't it Super Dead 6 Galaxy or something?
Well,
Super Origami Kingdom.
Super Origami Kingdom.
On 1 hour rant on why Thomas and Friends All Engines Go completely ruined their channel, and I am currently watching it because I'm quite invested in this content. This is the chat. This is the comment I was left earlier. I guess this is like a Thomas the Tank Engine, Mario Logan type thing.
Oh God.
It never ends.
I'm trying to make sense of this thumbnail because Mr. Beast is just in front of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
I guess we should talk about that also. I don't think we talked about the thing, right? We'll talk about
you found it. You go ahead and.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I'll do this real quick. Yeah, there's a thing on the Google Chrome App Store, and I think it's on other app stores, but
Firefox as well.
Firefox as well. That literally lets every YouTube thumbnail be replaced with, or at least covered up with, Mr. Beast in front of it, and it is the best thing ever made.
Yeah, it's great.
It's pretty wonderful. You put that over like footage of 9/11 or something.
That or war crimes, or even like other absurd thumbnails. Like, I got a thumbnail that's already got two other faces in it, and just fucking Mr. Beast's scraggly facial hair is just up in here.
Yeah, here's horrific human experiments, Unit 731, and he's just sitting there thinking.
Yep.
Like, Here's the
What's up, guys? We did some horrible experiments on people and killed a whole bunch of people. Welcome to the channel.
Hell yeah.
Smash
there's this one with the medieval torture device. It's this guy getting his like intestines spooled up like a fucking yarn, and he's just pointing at it like, yeah.
fucking soy facing the
Atrocities!
thumbnail.
Let's go!
Oh man. There's a
You're gonna
whole
have to put
bunch-
the link to this in like the description.
I'm gonna
There-
have to.
There are a whole bunch of fucking videos on this Super Origami Kingdom channel. At like everything wrong with Zelda CDI, Super Mario characters, good to evil.
Well, is it
Everything
Why-
wrong with Zelda CDI. Oh, jeez, you're breaking new ground there.
Oh yeah,
do you
very
just say
damn
everything?
everything in 35 minutes and 51 seconds, no less.
That guy
And
must go lightning fast.
the thumbnail features random, unrelated cartoon characters, so that's exciting.
Hell yeah.
Oh, great.
Fly Surfs Up to Wave Mania is soul-sucking awfulness. An hour and 13-minute video. This is great. This is great.
That is. God, that man's got a lot of free time on his hands.
I don't
Why
think he has
food
anything
fight
but-
and fish and chips are hot trash. You didn't need to go after food fight. Food fight
Whoa.
goes after itself.
Yeah,
He has an hour-long video about the Mario 1993 movie. I have to watch this.
Okay. How do you shit talk a classic? Thank you.
Oh, good lord! He has a video called "Why Sausage Party is a Goddamn God-Awful Adult Humor Penis Hell."
Okay,
mean-
he wins on that title. Holy shit.
That is a good title.
That's amazing.
Penis Hell.
That's so good.
You know, I love just the absurd naming scheme people come up with titles sometimes.
Okay. New title.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no, because that would
Well, yeah.
fuck our SEO.
That
like-
gets flagged on YouTube. But
Why big mini fridge trademark is god awful shit awful penis hell.
oh,
That's pretty good.
good. Well, we're getting close to the 2-hour mark. You guys want to keep going for a little bit more? Or you want to wrap it up?
I'm fine with whatever. I'm vibing.
All up to you.
I'm vibing.
All right, we'll keep going for a tiny bit more.
Big vibe.
Man, I'll say this though, I'm really excited just to see all the dumb shit that's gonna happen with like the Twitter versus Threads drama.
Oh yeah, I'm very much looking forward to this. Also, Elon Musk is apparently due to be boxing Mark Zuckerberg, so that's going to be great. That's going to add like another level to that fight.
God.
Oh yeah, did we talk about that? I don't think we talked about that.
I don't think we did.
Yeah, there was. I don't know if it's still going on, but at one point, because to give some context, Mark Zuckerberg has been training to fight. I think about like a weird special need to kill a human being. You know, I think that's his goal.
Yeah, I mean, well, you know, obviously it's in our genetic code that species must be at war.
Yeah,
He's representing the
his
reptilians.
species.
Elon Musk is, yeah.
Right. I mean, okay, that'll be like, this is really getting into idiocracy levels, though. We
Oh yeah.
talked about this last time.
I still have to watch that. I might watch it later today.
We've gotten to the point where like it's absurd now. You know.
Yeah. I mean, okay, so they're gonna settle it in Smash. They're gonna fucking box, and it'll be like when Uwe Boll fought Low-Tax. This is gonna be great.
Well, the thing is, like, Mark Zuckerberg has been training in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for a while now.
Yeah, honestly, my money is on Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah,
Well,
like,
Mark Zuckerberg
no
is
fucking-
a cold-blooded fucking psycho, so yeah.
yeah.
He doesn't have blood.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He has circuits.
His people can work 24/7. You know,
Yeah, Elon is probably a little baby, and they'll pull out his.
Elon
E-
is a
Elon-
Elon is a redditor.
Elon is a pasty man who has like a disproportionately large rib cage. He's going to die.
Yeah.
Mark Zuckerberg is going to feast upon his soul.
We're all going to be screaming for the blood, and we're all going to be cheering when he caves
It's
his
going to be
skull.
showered
It's
in.
gonna be like a Yakuza cage match where everybody's
Yeah,
just cheering
there's-
for murder.
There's just going to be bikes lined up against the ropes.
Saijima is just gonna show up and be like, "Shut up, you people!
Killing is bad.
bad!"
I'm so ready for it. I'm so fucking ready for it.
When is this happening?
No one knows.
No one knows.
It's just gonna.
But apparently
It's
Dana
just
White's
tentatively
involved.
gonna happen.
Is it still happening after all this, though?
I'm not sure.
The UFC guy Dana White's apparently really wanting this to happen because he's desperate for more views.
When does Elon run for president? Because that's gonna happen.
He technically he couldn't because he's not he wasn't an American-born
Yeah,
citizen.
wasn't he born in South Africa?
Yeah, he's born in South Africa.
South Africa.
We're safe from that.
That's true. He's not American. When is he gonna? Okay, what else can he do that would be horrible?
Senator.
He could be.
Or governor. He can do governor.
Yeah, okay, yeah. That
like Arnold.
I could see that.
Except way worse.
What state would he be governor of?
New York or California.
Florida.
Or
I don't think that. Yeah,
DC
I don't think New York and California would work. I don't think
nowadays, with his recent political shift, Florida.
Yeah, I could see him winning Florida, which is scary.
I don't think he would care. I don't think he would get out of bed for Florida.
He's got that kind of ego where he'd go for a state and try doing it.
He would go. Actually, he might go for like Arizona because I'm pretty sure Arizona has the highest level of conservatives per capita.
And incest, so they'll probably vote.
No, that's Alabama.
That's Alabama.
That's the other side.
Right. Okay.
Oh man,
yeah, that's the Gulf Coast, not the. That's the Gulf of Texas, not the the Baja Gulf, the Gulf of Mexico. No, the Gulf of Mexico, not the Baja Gulf area.
I mean, I don't know too much about America and non-American geography, but I do know that generally the South, they might like Elon a little bit.
Oh, so it's called the Gulf of California. Huh.
Man.
Yeah, he could probably. I don't know that he would bother. Maybe for ego. I wonder if he would go for like something more global though, like some sort of UN thing. I don't know.
Yeah, he would just like set up his own office of the UN and just be like, recognize me.
Try to build a bridge from America to Europe, and everybody will be like, Elon, this is stupid. You can't do this, and he'll waste a bunch of time and money and then die or something.
Yeah.
I can see it happening.
It's fucking embarrassment, man.
Damn shame.
Yep. Anyways.
What were we talking about before?
Fuck, I can't think. I'm drawing a blank.
Before we got sidetracked like 18 different times.
Oh god. Yeah, I'm drawing a blank on this one.
Yeah, I guess it wasn't that important.
So
someone out there listening is just like, you continue the conversation about the Scrimmy Bingus!
Yeah, the Scrumbly Bumblies and the Dimbly Wimblies. You guys forgot all about that. Come on.
Yeah, dude, we love the Glibble Globbles.
We failed the chat. I'm sorry.
Damn.
We were supposed to talk in detail about that one fan fiction, and then we just didn't. I'm sorry.
Man. I'm reading about fucking the UFC guy. Apparently he did like the slap boxing thing recently, the power slap. I completely forgot about that shit.
Is it like the critical thing that he watches?
Kinda, yeah. Kinda.
I've never watched one of his videos about
that. They had done, because they were let in by AEW on TBS for a while.
By the way, Bane, you have to have a Mr. Beast in the thumbnail for this one.
Oh, I'm Tristan?
I actually have something in mind for this thumbnail.
Hell yeah. Right. Yeah, with that, I don't really have anything else.
No, we could wrap it up.
Yep.
Real quick though, I want to mention your recent retweet.
Which one? I got a billion.
The loss.
Oh, yeah.
I was looking at it like, who the fuck uses the word normie anymore? And then I went more through it, and I was like, hang on a minute.
Wait, what is this retweet?
Here, I'll post it.
Yeah.
I'll post it.
Describe it for the audio people.
Okay, so it's a flow chart.
Fuck them. They don't get to hear it.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? This will be hard to explain.
No. It's a flow chart, right? And there you start, and you go down, and you said, "Have you heard of the loss meme?" And then there's yes or no. And then if you go no, do you want to know what it is? Both options lead to normie. Both of those options, critically though, go straight up. And then, have you heard of lost meme? Yes. And you go over, and do you think it's overused? Yes. Okay, boomer. And those two options go up and down.
I see. So it's a
flow chart in the shape of loss. Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yep.
The final one is, wait, is this?
Yes.
And that's where the
Oh,
baby.
I thought you were
Yes.
guessing. Yeah, that's where the dead baby is.
Yeah,
I
doing a Control Alt Delete stream where I just read the comic, but like, I think it's not even worth bothering.
It's so
just
bad.
It's
Well, like,
just kind of boring.
Up until Loss, it's not. It's just terrible jokes, and then Loss
Yes.
marks when it starts trying to be. I think Loss was where it started to try to be serious. I just
And then
remember
it just kind of fails.
we randomly found one from like a few years ago, where it was like some kid opened fire at his school and said Fortnite rules, last one standing wins, and it was like this weird thing that was meant to be taken seriously.
That was meant to be taken seriously?
Yes.
Oh, that's sad.
And so, like, I think there's some gold somewhere in them Thar hills.
Jeez. Yeah, there's some
You
classics.
hear about video games?
Oh my god. I don't even remember any details from the animated series. I watched that.
I don't even
years
think
ago
I don't think Buckley remembers anything from the animated series, man.
The weirdest part is that the wife is played by fucking Rosemary from MGS2.
Really?
Oh no.
Yeah, it's the same voice actress, and I guess
Wow, what a downgrade.
How do you think he managed to get her involved?
How do you think she managed to get involved? That's the real question.
Yeah, she just gets.
Oh
a
god,
fucking
what if she
Buckley
volunteered?
one day?
Oh god, this is just sad now. You guys are making me sad.
Thanks for watching the podcast, everybody.
We're
Yeah.
all sad now.
We're all horribly depressed thinking of being excited to be a part of the animated series for Control Alt Delete.
That's worse than being in Food Fight.
It's worse than being in like a horribly embarrassing porn. Two Girls One Cup. That's worse than being in Two Girls One Cup.
Yeah.
It's worse than being in let's get a direct quote here.
These two girls
The goddamn god awful adult humor penis hell that is Sausage Party.
Yeah, it's not much worse than that, honestly.
At least fucking. Yeah, I don't know. At least two girls, one cup. You know, it's just two. If there's the excuse that it's fetish material. You know, that's what they're into, maybe, or whatever. With that,
Honestly,
it's like you have to be a fan of Control Alt Delete, and that's more embarrassing than wanting to be poopy.
Yeah,
there's probably people out there with miscarriage fetishes though.
That's true.
yeah,
That
They're
dog.
all they're
they don't last very long.
oh.
They don't spread that fetish out, you know.
Yeah.
I'm going to hell.
God, you made me remember that fucking dog webcomic. Ugh.
Oh.
Oh
Jesus.
no, I meant the stillborn dog in the TARDIS.
Oh
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm
Wait,
thinking about
what?
stillborn baby from.
You made me remember that shit
Lost.
for no reason then.
Oh,
What
I was thinking of still dead baby from Lost.
No.
What dog comic?
Do you guys not know about the dog webcomic?
I'm
Well,
drawing.
I might.
Well, now I'm sickened but curious.
Huh.
All right, I forgot the name of it, but here it is. Rain with an E dog. And let me just show you.
Oh god.
Let me just show you. You know, this is the infamous bit where I'll just describe it for our listeners here. That's fucking tiny. What the hell?
It's this one. Yeah, I kind of remember this.
Yeah, let me find one for you that
I
isn't
remember
tiny.
People really wanted to fuck this dog
Oh god.
and the little boy.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's I can't find an image that's bigger than that. I don't feel like looking for any longer, but it's
Yeah, you put on a watch list if you do, probably. But yeah.
yeah, it's for some reason the dog and the kid
They like each other very much.
Yeah.
They liked each other a bit much, and they somehow kiss, and then they get caught, and then afterwards she got like fixed, I think.
Oh fuck.
right?
Man, I don't know. It's
It's got to be more
web
fucked up.
comics. Web comics,
It sounds
web
like Two
comics.
Babies, One Fox, but it's trying to be artistic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like I'm pretty sure from the start this was meant to be like a serious thing.
Great.
That's so horrifying.
I think I remember this as a webcomic, but yeah, I remember this fucking dog.
Oh man. Oh, what better of a note to end on?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't fuck dogs, kids.
Kids, if you're
Please
thinking about
don't.
fucking a dog,
Like
just
this,
don't.
this isn't
Just
this
don't
isn't
do
a dumb rule that your parents come up with. Like, oh, don't
You're not saying it's
stay
be
out
funny.
after 8. We're not saying this to be funny. We're not saying this to control you. Don't do that. If you're thinking about it, stop.
It
Maybe
No
doesn't
speak to a
even seem. It
therapist.
doesn't even seem like it would be fun.
It's no good diddling kids. It's no good diddling dogs. We have to keep saying this every
Exactly.
time.
It's
Just like I say in my hit single.
it's so not hard to get pussy, guys. You can do it.
Yeah, I mean, they sell them at the pet shop. It's fine.
Yeah, of course.
God
I have
damn it.
I have 4 of them.
Beatings.
They're just kind of chilling.
Anyways, take it easy, folks. Have a good one. By the next episode, we should have the Patreon up finally. Like at least
Hell
set up.
yeah.
It's up now, but it's not fully set up. Also,
Yeah.
the website
Let's
is
see
there
how-
too.
Yeah, let's see if you fix up the website. No, it looks the same.
Yeah,
Oh,
it looks-
you added the icon. Hell yeah.
I've added a couple new. The icon's kind of horribly stretched. I need to fix that, but
Yeah.
that's because I quickly resized it down because I was like, I'll fix it later.
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
got merch in the offing. We've got
Yep.
plenty of things coming. The podcast is in swing, and yeah, thanks everybody for stopping by.
Take it easy, folks. Have a good one. Claw, you want to do a penis this time?
Oh yeah, that would be fine. I can say it if I need to say it. I mean, I don't mind saying it. I mean, if you're gonna give me it's a lot of responsibility to
It
make me
is.
say it. But, I mean, I guess I'll penis.
I've got. There you go. I got faith in
There
it.
we go.